Hello once again to traders out there. How you all doing? I believe you guys are having a great day going on with you. You're welcome once again to Bztex Global YouTube channel, the official YouTube channel for Bztex Global. For majority that haven't heard about Bztex Global, it's a financial institute and with majorly deals with cryptocurrency. So we deal with cryptocurrency, buying and selling of cryptocurrency. Just like you have Binance, you have Coinbase, you have a lot of platforms out there where you can actually do transaction relating to cryptocurrency. Yeah, exactly the same way Big Tech is also here to serve you. So you can actually get us on all social media platform. The link is going to be down in the description box, so make sure you check us out. And you can actually also get our mobile app on the on Play Store for you to download, register, and you enjoy your trading with us. It's a promise. So today we want to actually start on a level of bringing together every trader out there, whether you are advanced, beginner, everyone. We actually want to make sure that we unite everyone in order to be able to be a good trader, and be profitable in the market. So today we're going to be starting with the introduction to candlestick. I know a lot of people might actually know what candlestick is all about, but the truth still remains that majority might not. So for those that actually knows what it's all about, just stick with me to the end of the video. I am sure you actually going to have a nice moment because it's going to be refreshing to you. So do well to also subscribe to the channel so that you can be updated. Subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can be updated whenever we release and drop new videos. So moving into the discussion of the day, which is going to be the introduction to candlestick. Now, a lot of you know what candlestick is all about. I know you've heard about candlestick. We all know there are different type of candlestick, right? But majorly, are there different type of candlestick? I think that's an assignment for you. All right. So basically, we're going to be dealing with what's it called, candlestick today, and I've laid out some plans in order to make that very well for us. You understand? In order for us to really have a good understanding of what candlestick is all about. So a lot of people, most especially beginners, just get on the platforms and start trading without actually having the basic background knowledge of trading. But here at Bztex Global, we actually going to be bringing to you every detailed background knowledge that you would need to become a successful cryptocurrency trader. So we're going to be starting with candlestick, and I want you to just pay attention and have a good knowledge of what this is all about. So basically, I have two different candlestick right here. You all know what this looks like in the market, and we're going to be moving to the chart shortly. But before we actually move on to the chart, this is going to be more like an illustration for each and every one. So on a candlestick, we do have two different type of candlestick, obviously, like you all know. Okay, if you don't know, I'm telling you now, we have majorly two different kind of candlesticks. We have the bullish candlestick and we have the bearish candlestick. So right here is what we refer to as the bullish candlestick. So when the market is actually doing what's trending to the upside, and right here also we have the bearish candlestick when the market is doing trending to the downside, and you're seeing a lot of red candles trend coming to the downside. And when the market is actually being bullish, you're seeing a lot of green candles going to the upside. So basically we just call these the bulls, and we call this other one the bears. So this is basically the bears. Yeah, so the bullish and the bearish candlestick. And in case you don't know, this was actually derived from the normal, the bull, the bear, the way the bull is actually going to fight you. If the bull is actually coming to attack a human being, it uses the horn on its head and then pick you from the ground, to the moon. So but if the bear is actually going to attack you, it's actually going to come from you from the top and then pull you down. So that is actually where this name will actually get from, because I know even a lot of traders do not actually know how this actually came about. I mean, the name bull and bear, how it actually came about. They just know, okay, this is the bullish candlestick, this is a bearish candlestick. You understand? That is why you should make sure and consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, because it's going to be amazing here. So, getting back into the business of the day, we're having the close, we're having the open, we're having the low, we're having the high, and we're having the body of the candlestick. These are the things that you should always put into consideration when trading in the financial market, when trading any asset whatsoever. We have the low, the open, the close, the body of a candlestick. Now, we're going to be starting on the north with what? The low. Now, when we think, sorry, the open, when we're thinking about the open, basically what we're talking about is where the market is actually opening. It's just more like the opening of a new candlestick. Let's say you are on a daily time frame, and after a single day, a new candlestick is printed to the other side. Now, if a new candlestick is printed to the other side, where it's actually being printed is what? The open. Now, I will try to see if I can actually get an illustration of what I'm saying for you guys. Okay, I think I should be able to do that. All right. So let's say, for example, let me get rid of this one right here. Let's say, for example, this market actually closed here, like we said. Now, the new candle is being printed right here. This is what we refer to as what? The opening of the candlestick. Now, after we have the opening of this particular candlestick, we go out, we have the low. That is when the market is actually, maybe it's not yet sure of the direction that is actually going to move at. So it's actually coming down, going up, coming down, before it eventually, decide that I'm going in this particular direction. So the lowest point reached is what is referred to as the low of a candlestick. The lowest point reached. Remember, the opening is basically what? The opening of the candlestick, where the market is actually opening in a new printed candlestick. Now, the body of a candlestick is the total movement, you understand, the range, the main path of the main movement of the entire candlestick, you understand, is referred to as the body of the candlestick. And even while it's actually moving, it's actually going to reach some certain height, and after reaching those certain height, it's still going to reject back into some certain levels before eventually closing that particular candlestick. So the highest point reach is referred to as the eye of a candlestick. The highest point reached, the eye of a candlestick. And we have the close of a candlestick. And in a bullish market, which when we're having the bulls and the market, you're going to see a lot of, bullish candlestick. You're going to see a lot of green. You understand, if your chart is actually set, if the color of your chart is actually set to green for the bullish. And the same thing for the bearish candlestick. All right, but the only difference that the bearish candlestick is having is that the opening is always above. Now, take a good look at these. The opening of the bullish candlestick is below. Alright, but the opening of a bearish candlestick is what? Above. Why the opening of a bullish candlestick is below? This is where you should not get things mixed up. Okay, and the close of what? Of a bearish candlestick is below, while the close of a bullish candlestick is what? Above. Now, it's more like that it's intertwined. You understand? It's intertwined into another, complete version. Okay, the inverse, you understand, of the bullish candlestick opening and close alone. You understand the inverse. But when we're still talking about the eye, we're still talking about the low, we're still talking about the body of the candlestick, is still the same. Okay, this is still the high. This still remains the high. This still remains the low, just like we have here on the bullish candlestick. We have the low, we have the high, and this aspect area here is still remains the body. All right, so this section actually still remains the same, except for what? The opening and the close. And why is it actually different? That is because we're having this market to be trending to where? The upside. And we're having this market here to be doing what? To be trending to the downside. And I will show you what I mean in few seconds on the chart. Okay, so but you have to have a good understanding of this. First of all, you have to digest it into your system. So in case you actually didn't get what I've been trying to say, just go back to the start of the video and watch it all over again, and you would actually catch up with us. All right, so let's actually check how this actually correspond on a real chart. So let's move straight to the chart. All right, so here we are on the chart, and I'll be using this area of the market and also this, this area of the market. You can see right here that the market is actually doing what's trending to the upside, and here right here the market is more like trending to the downside. If you don't know what trending is all about, don't worry. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Incoming videos, we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so we got it covered. You have nothing to fear. All right, so the bull that we're thinking about is right here. Let me actually close this so that it's actually not going to be disturbing our highs. So you can see this particular candle right here. This particular candle right here. What is actually happening here? You would notice that we actually had the opening here. We had a little wick to the downside. Now, I forgot to actually explain something to you previously on the diagram that I actually got for you guys. Now, this long stick, you understand, where that is actually having no body is referred to as the wicks. Okay, it's referred to as the wicks, which is the wicks. Nope, I think I'm wrong. The wicks. So this is actually what it's referred to. So the long, wherever you see all this, all this right here, let me actually ring them out. This right here, below or above, any of the candlestick, these are referred to as what? The wicks in the market. So it's the same thing for the bullish, it's the same thing for the bearish. So you have nothing to worry about, all right? So now, let's take a look at this candlestick right here. You would actually notice that on this particular candlestick, we have the wick of the candle, we have the wick of the, this particular candle, to be very small, okay? We have the wick of that particular candle to be very small right here, and we had this one to be very long. So it happens at times where you're going to have some certain ones actually going to be long, while some are going to be short. So this right here is the opening, and after the market actually opened, there was a little bit of movement to the downside, and after the movement to the downside, we had a push to the upside, which created for us what? We had the opening, which was right here. We had the close, which was the low, which was right here. We had the body, which was right here, and we had the high, the highest point reach, which was right here, and then we had the what? The close. And you will notice that where the close of the bearish candlestick, where the market actually closed, is the same place where the new candlestick opens. So if you look at this, where this is actually closing is where this is opening. Now, remember that I said something earlier on that the bearish and the bullish market, the only difference that we're having in those candlesticks is the opening and the close. Now, this particular candlestick actually opened right here, and this is the close. The reason is because instead of moving upward, it came down. Let's say, for example, it's actually moved upward like we had here. That after this particular candlestick, we had this moving to the upside. Now, this is actually going to be the opening. Okay? And now, assuming this actually did the same thing that this man right here did, this is also going to be the opening. You understand? So yeah, this is still the opening, okay? But instead of us having the close above, we're having what? We're having the close below. Okay? So instead of having the close above, you understand, the opening, we're having the close below the opening because it was a bearish candlestick. But in a bullish candlestick, we would always have the close below. No, sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't mean to confuse you. The close is going to be above, while the opening is going to be below. Okay? But for a bearish candlestick, the opening is going to be above, while the close is going to be below. And it's as simple as that. And you can always see this on every chart. So let's say we are actually going to the 1 minute time frame, whereby we can actually see things, happen much faster. So you can see on the 1 minute time frame, we can see after we had a close right here, we had the next one open. We had a close right here, we had the next one open, we had a close right here, and we had the next one open, and then we had a close below. Why? Because it was a bullish candlestick. So can you see the way this candlestick is moving at the moment? Now the next one was printed, it was coming down, and at the end of the day, okay, it's still pushing down, it might continue to push down, and the body is forming. All right, So if it retraces back up to the upside, now all this long stick right here is going to be referred to as the wicks. Okay, but if it continues pushing down, they'll be referred to as the body. So that is basically what candlestick is all about. So if you have an understanding of what candlestick is, then you can actually build foundation on candlestick generally. So this is actually what is going to help you to build a foundation, a good foundation on what candlestick is. So if you know you're enjoying the video, make sure you turn on the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, share with your families and friends, and until next time, see you then.